What's up, y'all? Welcome to my home gym, Athari Strength. I'm Camp Muscle Up Pull Plates. Today we're taking a look at the dual nordbar by Nordstick. That gets confusing. I paid this my own money. Nordstick did not send this to me for review. I have no affiliation or code with Nordstick, so you're getting a true review from a random dude on the internet who likes to lift. Alright, so I've had this for about 3 months now, and I have some positive things to say about it, as well as some upgrades that I'd love to see Nordstick do if they ever release a 2.0 version. So let's get into the positives. All right, number one is it ships fast and it gets delivered relatively fast. I ordered this on the 20th of August and it was delivered September 2nd, so 5 days, not bad. Number two, feels high quality. All right, feels good, it's comfortable, generally speaking, with some trial and error, and we'll get to that in a bit. Number three is that it's small footprint, relatively inexpensive, reasonably priced, and it's very versatile. Now in the home gym game, those are three of the most biggest priorities I have when considering gym equipment. However, the fourth and probably the most important to me is efficiency and ease of use, which I believe that this thing could really be improved upon. More of that in a bit. Now Nordstick markets this to be a very versatile tool that you can do Bulgarian split squats, sissy squats, Nordic curls, back extensions, etc., etc. But the main reason I purchased this is because I wanted to start incorporating back extensions into my training. Now, this is where we need to discuss the upgrades that I would love for them to release, because truthfully, I do not feel safe or confident doing back extensions with this version. Number one is that if you look at how they demonstrate how to do back extensions on their website, in my personal experience, if you have reached the age of puberty, and even if you're well groomed, it is so excruciatingly painful in the groin area that countless times, man, I simply just quit doing the exercise because it was so painful. And over the last 3 months, a lot of variation, a lot of trial and error, setting up, the variations of the cross member and the uprights. I finally just recently found something that semi works for me. I'm 6 foot tall, and I found that on my personal rack, if you place one nordbar on 13 on the cross member and 14 on the upright, and instead of you securing your ankles under the bar and keeping the two foam pads together as they demonstrate, you instead mimic what actual back extension machines have you do, which is have your feet planted against the foam pad and separate the two foam pads to give your boys some room. This is way more comfortable. However, there's one big issue. In order to give yourself enough space in between the two foam pads, you have to inevitably use less of the threaded nut, and I found just doing basic bodyweight back extensions with short range of motion in the 10 to 15 rep range loosens the bow significantly, so you can see why I don't feel safe. Now, as an upgrade I would love to see them release is, dude, just design a Nordstick that's compatible specifically for one inch holes, 1 inch hardware. Now, I get they probably import these things, and it's much easier to just keep inventory that is compatible with both 5/8 inch and 1 inch holes. However, these top hats that they give you and the threaded nuts that they give you have been so incredibly frustrating to deal with, especially with as someone like me who values efficiency and ease of use. I can't count the amount of times that I have dropped one or both of these top hats, and as I'm unthreading this nut here, it drops to the floor and rolls halfway across my gym. All right. And you really can't tell when it's actually completely unthreaded, right? You can't really gauge it until it falls off. And you know what? Let me just demonstrate. Number one, look how slow is that? Now I'm trying to be fair. All right. Look, it's still, I still don't know. You see, there it goes. If they made a Nordstick that was specifically compatible with 1 inch holes, number one, that would just completely eliminate the use and the need for these top hats. And then they could just design a quicker, more efficient way to release the bar. So they could use something like, a thicker knurled nut that's similar to what Rogue is using for the Mutant Metals UDA, or maybe even something as simple as a linchpin, right? Stick a linchpin in there, it's secure, and when I need to move it, I just pull it out, put it back in, and put it in the next hole. It's a lot faster. For me, with these improvements, number one, I would just feel safe and confident to use this for the exercise that I initially bought it to begin with, right? Back extensions. Number two, it eliminates wasted time unscrewing bolts and nuts and keeping track of different top hats, 2 top hats per Nordstick. I could quickly and efficiently move from one exercise to the next, or just get them out of the way completely if I just need to use my rack for other than this. And lastly, something I haven't mentioned is the fear of tripping over them, because if I keep one on the bottom for sissy squats, for back extensions, anytime I'm grabbing a 45-pound plate and I squat here and I'm loading the plate, I'm always afraid that it's a trip hazard, and I feel like I'm gonna trip over the bar, the Nord stick one of these days and go flying with a 45-pound plate in my hand. So it'd be so much easier for me to just, again, use a linch pin or something and put it in one of these top cross members here. But in its current state, in its current version, I wouldn't even bother, because again, I'd have to have two top hats, that's 4 top hats up here. You see how long I took to screw and unscrew? So I won't even bother. Overall, if given the opportunity to purchase this again, I absolutely would, because first and foremost, what it does well, right? The sissy squats feel amazing. The Nordic curls feel incredible, man. They feel really, really good. It's very comfortable. And of course, you can't beat the small footprint and cost, right? Compared to standalone machines like a sissy squat machine, 45-degree back extension machine, Nordic curl machine, right? You can't, it's a great value. However, I do feel that if Nordstick were to take these improvements into consideration, it'd be a total game changer for home gym owners like me who own 3x3 1-inch racks and who value more than anything efficiency and ease of use. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And you know what? Skip your muscle ups. Go pull some plates.